track here, Gordon, would be if he prefers slightly slower ground than he's got today.
Speak of the devil, I don't think he's been too harshly treated. Up 5 for winning by over 4 lengths at Hexham last time.
Yeah, could be. He's a three times the runner-up over fences last season, but he relished the return to a lower grade and less experienced rivals when running out a pretty convincing winner, it has to be said, under top weight at Hexham on his reappearance, where he skipped clear off the home turn and made sure he was never in any danger of being caught with a good jump at the last there. It was a pretty weak affair, I thought, Gordon. So £5, the handicapper has given him a chance. He is up against better quality opposition this afternoon, though.
Ferry Master went under by over 8 lengths at Hexham. This year, that's already been shown up this afternoon as well. So I thought he was certainly the worthy favourite, and I thought 2-1 he was worth a bet. I'm just looking to see that they haven't taken the fences out yet, Ed, but they did admit the 2 fences in the home straight in an earlier chase, and it'll be very much watching and waiting to see what happens. At the moment, everything's still in.
And you've still got your sun visor on, Gordon, so I'd imagine it won't be too long before we see those dreaded arrows.
Yeah. Let's go through some of the others then. Speak of the devil, when we spoke earlier and saw the horses in the paddock, I didn't think £5 was harsh for winning by over 4 lengths at Hexham last time.
Possibly not. Time will tell, yeah. Possibly not in terms of the margin that he won by. What I would say is I think it was a pretty weak affair, where I don't think he had to prove anything, unless he even necessarily had to be at his best to win that. But he could win. He could do no more than win as well as he did. He goes up against the better quality of opponent here, so maybe with his confidence perhaps boosted, that might help him. But I think he just have to up his game a little bit, because this is definitely a stronger contest than that Hexham one that he won.
So what are we with?
Some decent placed efforts to his name. I think the handicap mark's fine. The combination of the wind surge and cheek pieces could well have a positive effect for a horse that does stay well. What he probably would prefer here, Gordon, is slower ground. For all that his hurdles wins both came on good to soft, his best chase form has come on soft and heavy.
Yeah, as you can see there, the picture's telling a story. Last 2, so it's the last 2 fences again being omitted here because of the sun. The low sun, and I'll tell you what, it's just there's no cloud today. This ain't going to change, Ed. I mean, the only thing that's going to stop the sun shining today is when it starts to set.
And they're off. So the 5 runners set out on their near 3-mile journey, the Bruce Farms Novices Handicap Chase, omitting the 2 fences in the home straight here, which means they'll be jumping 5 less than normal, being waved round the final fence on the circuit here. So 12 fences. And Baco de la Soleil and Sean Quinlan out in front here from Speak of the Devil and Stephen Mulqueen, with tucked in behind them on the inside there, the Ferry Master, Ryan Mania, chasing his 3rd winner of the afternoon. Millerville is next in the hands of Callum Bewley, and looking on River Icon and Conor O'Farrell. So this will be the first fence now coming up towards it. And all over okay, or a blunder at the back there by River Icon. Just didn't meet it quite right. So they're racing on then, moving down the hill towards the climb to the back straight here. Baco de la Soleil out in front, leading from in second, Speak of the Devil, with on the inside then the blue and yellow colours, the Ferry Master. Then a break of 2 lengths back to Millerville, and a similar gap in last place to River Icon. 3 fences down the back straight, not affected by the sun here. Look at the way he backed off there, Speak of the Devil. He just took a good long look at that fence and didn't fancy it. And the leader Baco de la Soleil certainly got some ground on him there, and indeed, Speak of the Devil wasn't that fluid at that one either. See how he jumps to next. Baco de la Soleil, the leader, the Ferry Master, and Millerville now moving up on the outside. Better jump there by Speak of the Devil, and River Icon in last place. But only about 3 lengths, maybe 4, would separate them. And now they're beginning to turn left-handed out of the back. Being led there by Baco de la Soleil, having his first run since a wind operation, leading from in second place the Ferry Master, with Speak of the Devil next to the rail as they go down towards the 5th fence, and River Icon at the back. On towards the next plain one. No open ditches in the race now in this race. They're all plain fences. Coming up towards it, Baco de la Soleil measured it well. They all jumped that well, and certainly Speak of the Devil's jumping has warmed up as the race has gone on. Down they come towards the entrance to the home straight for the first time in this Bruce Farms Novices Handicap Chase. Baco de la Soleil leads them from on the outside the Ferry Master. The red and white colours of Speak of the Devil. River Icon just tracking Millerville behind them as they come up the home straight. So a long one before they leave the ground again here. And Baco de la Soleil with his cheek pieces showing up in front. The Ferry Master, who ran well on his chase debut at Hexham, on the outside there in the blue colours. On the inside, Speak of the Devil, who won at Hexham. Different race though. And in 4th place, Millerville, and River Icon at the back of the field. He's always held up in his races. He's last at the 5 at the moment, but well in touch. So a circuit to go, and coming up towards the turn out of the home straight, towards the next fence, number 7 here, as they go towards it now. Baco de la Soleil, the leader. On the outside, the Ferry Master. Jumping out to the right slightly was Millerville. On the inside, Speak of the Devil, and River Icon still looking on at the back of the quintet here as they climb the hill towards the far side. For the final time though, Baco de la Soleil trying to maintain the good run of the Rose Dobbin team here. But in second place, the informed team today of Sandy Thompson and Ryan Mania, the Ferry Master, got a good stride on that one there, did Ryan, and got a good leap from his mount. In 3rd place, Speak of the Devil, Millerville, River Icon next as they cross the middle fence down the far side. Now River Icon got out pace going to that first fence down the far side, and he was a bit slow there at that one as well. He's got some ground to make up on the 4 in front of him all of a sudden. Baco de la Soleil on the inside still, but the Ferry Master travelling strongly on his outside. Speak of the Devil, Stephen Mulqueen is getting a bit lower in the saddle there. He is responding though. Millerville is getting competitive. She's just into 4th place now with a yawning gap back to River Icon. Let's see, he's probably 10 lengths behind the 4 of them now as they go down to the second last effectively. And the Ferry Master put in a big leap there as he took up the running for the first time. Baco de la Soleil is now under a bit of pressure. Millerville, she's getting up on the outside to dispute second place as the leader got in tight at that fence, did the Ferry Master, but he still has it. But Baco de la Soleil is trying to battle back on the inside. Millerville close up, followed then by Speak of the Devil as they turn into the home straight. River Icon can't possibly win now, surely, struggling in last place, but they're coming up towards the final quarter mile now, and it's the Ferry Master who leads them from in second place on the inside. The ridden along Baco de la Soleil, he is responding. Then up the inside then is the red colours of Speak of the Devil. Millerville is under a strong pressure. They're coming up now towards the final furlong here, and the Ferry Master is in front. Hasn't sealed the deal yet though, because Millerville's got into second place. 3 lengths to find still the Ferry Master. The others look well held up inside the final 3/4 of a furlong here. And the Ferry Master is being cheered home, and is going to be a treble for Sandy Thompson and Ryan Mania. What a day they're having. The Ferry Master romps home, wins by about 8 lengths. Second then was Millerville from Speak of the Devil and Baco de la Soleil.
Well, I thought you That horse was back to run a better race, and he did, or she did rather, into second in the I-Rate colours. And speak of the devil and thought, but they were quite literally chasing shadows because the Ferrymaster Ed was away and gone.
Yeah, Millervillas had no problem seeing out the longer trip this afternoon, but as you say, Gordon, it was the case of the Ferrymaster first and the rest nowhere, because you expected this horse to jump well, which he did. The fact that there was fences taken out wouldn't necessarily have been to his advantage, but even though Ryan Manier had to get down to push him hands and heels and give him a couple of cracks to the whip up the home straight, he was never really in any danger of being caught. Completes a treble on the day for both jockey and trainer. Horses in really good form, and a nice tonic as well for the owners, the Potassium Partnership, who had that really good staying hurdler in shape.